Listen, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Welcome YouTube. Welcome Instagram. This is a LGBTQ plus, whatever alphabet you decide that you want. It's a dating show. Any age, any race, any gender, any size. You can live where you want. All you got to do is have some good energy. And if you're single, you click the request button to come on, and we will send you on some dates. We're now the fierce. Don't get blocked. Oh, you're asking a question. I thought you were making a statement. Okay, friend. Okay. All right. Let's get the show started. Make sure you have good lighting. You're connected to your Wi-Fi. You are on Do Not Disturb. No AirPods. Just talk to me regularly. Okay? And we'll make it work. All right. Have some good energy. What's up, Lamar? I see you. My brother is in the comment section. I'm going to Dallas, and then Mark, I definitely want to come to hear you and hear up Dallas first. Yes, let's see. Dallas is joining. Yes, I'm excited. I want to see this costume. Hello.
How's it going, Lamont?
I'm doing awesome. How about you?
Doing well. It's my first time actually being part of the live. I've seen your clips and they've been pretty interesting.
Okay, so you saw the clips. Have you seen a live episode yet?
No, I haven't seen a live episode yet.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna break you in the right way.
Yeah.
Now, do you have AirPods in?
Yeah. Just it's easier for me to hear.
Okay. If there's a delay because of that, we'll let you know. Right now, I think we can hear you okay, but typically
Okay.
we don't do AirPods because they sometimes mess up with the video. But I think you might
I
be
can
all
just
right.
take them off. Let's see.
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
We hear you just fine. It actually sounds better.
Okay, great.
Is
All right.
now there's an echo.
Oh no, see.
No, 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 it's gone. It's gone. We good.
Okay,
We good.
okay.
We good.
Okay, we
All
good. We good.
right. Now, what's your name?
So my name is Dallas Rico, and I am from Dallas, but that's my real name. I get that all the time, so we'll get that out the way.
So your parents, so you're from Dallas, and they named you Dallas. What? Why? Like, say
So
don't
it's funny.
forget.
My mom is from a small town, South Bend, Indiana. I actually need to look at the population, but yeah. So Dallas was like she was trying to get away from Indiana, and Dallas was like her first like big city experience, and
Uh-huh.
she just fell in love with the city. Then she had me, so it's like Dallas. There you go.
Okay. So your mother
I wish
loves
she
the
had moved to
city.
Brooklyn. I wish she went to Brooklyn instead, but it is what it is.
So if she moved to Austin, your name would be Austin.
Exactly, yeah. Which that would have been cool too, but I'm cool with Dallas. It was hard going to school in Dallas. That was you can just imagine.
The kids can be cruel
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly.
Okay. All right. Now, are you single?
Yes, I'm single.
Okay, because this is a dating show. I'm going to ask you some
Mhm.
questions to get to know you. Um,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to encourage people who are watching to follow you on Instagram, but also to, invite you out on a date.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
Now, is your page public or private?
It's public.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Um, let's see. All right. So your name is Dallas and you live in Dallas. How
No,
old
no,
are
no.
you?
I'm from Dallas. I live in LA now.
Oh, you live in Los Angeles right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. How long have you lived in Los Angeles?
On and off about 8 years, I'd say. I've spent all of my adult life either in LA, New York, or Philly. So I've gone back and forth for like work and things like that.
Oh, nice. Okay. How is the dating scene in Los Angeles for you?
That's why I'm on here. So I actually I recently deleted all the apps. I'm not going back because I think it's similar to New York too. Like I've experienced the same thing where it's like, people are so career focused that people aren't intentional or consistent when it comes to dating.
Mhm.
So I have a great first date, maybe a great second date, and then that's it. And I'm one that's like, hey, when I see you again, and it'll be like, oh, I'll let you know, and then it just like floats into the ether. And me personally, I like feedback. Like if it didn't go well, like tell me, like,
Mhm.
it's an opportunity, like, hey, I don't feel a vibe. But it's just like it's always like this nebulous, like, oh, I'll see you sometime. And then 6 months pass and it's like, nothing.
How often does that happen, Dallas?
So it's the norm, and I'm glad it's not just me. Like everybody I talk to, it's like dating in LA is like if you get a second or third day, it's actually like an exception. Not like everybody is like it's
Really?
just a yeah, it's a carousel.
Do you think guys are like putting you in a like not just you but other people either just like in the friend zone? Are they kind of bored? Are they just trying to get to know somebody? Or is it they want sex? Like, what do you think it is?
So I think it's a mixture of things. I think it's a lot of people want sex, and I'm very like I like to take things slow, and I
Mhm,
know that might turn some people off. Like I'm not like a prude or anything. Like, it doesn't. I'd rather like get to know you a little bit more
mhm,
first,
mhm,
because everybody is like a lot of folks are so sex positive. Like immediately, like let's jump in this. Like the
mhm,
first encounter is a hookup or whatever like that, and then maybe a relationship. Where I like actual dates. Like let's go have dinner and stuff. And I
mhm,
think and then so I think it's like it's the
mhm,
sex, and then it's also like folks, there's always that other things like, oh, this
mhm,
guy has a six pack, let me go with him, or he's taller, or
mhm,
this is
mhm.
lawyer, so this guy has a house, so it's always like this other distraction that like
Mhm.
gets your attention.
They might want something that they perceive to be better, and so they go over there.
And
So
then you see them on the app once again, still single. It's like, oh, I guess that didn't work out for you.
well, that can get exhausting. That's I think
It is.
people I tell me that all the time, and I'm like, that is literally why I'm a professional matchmaker and dating coach because I try to help people to kind of unbreak that cycle of ADHD dating. But
Yeah.
also, I find them guys who are, based on their preferences that are compatible. So it keeps me in business. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I'm glad you're doing this work. And
Yeah.
I'm like, again, I'm following you, watching your videos, and
Mhm.
like showing like you're breaking down some
Mhm.
things, like why, again, like why folks are single. Because,
Mhm.
like you said, it is ADHD, and I myself, and I admit that I myself, like there was a guy, sometimes there'll be a guy I really like, but then I get caught up on something, and I go back to the app, and it's like, he unmatched me. It just, you get caught up. So I'd rather just like,
Mhm.
honestly, I'd rather focus on one at a time and just
Yeah.
really be intentional. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Right, right. Now,
But at least
people
we
in
tried.
the comment section are saying they experience the same thing, and it's not exclusive to Los Angeles. They're like in some other cities too. Yeah.
Yeah, again, because it's dating apps. It's like if you from the same device that I can order lunch, or order dinner, like very quickly, or order a ride. It's just so like trivialized. And I'm supposed to find romance that way. It's like, oh, I
A
don't
lot
know.
of
Something's
I
a
tell you,
little
a
off.
lot of guys have found their husbands on some of the dating apps though. So
Absolutely. No. Yeah. No, I know it's possible, but I
yeah,
feel like it's just gotten worse. It's
yeah.
just gotten to the point where it's like there are low expectations. No
Mhm.
one shows effort or energy. It's just, I don't know.
Well, hopefully this will be a different experience for you on on here, Dallas. The guys will like you. How old are you?
I'm 38,
38. Okay, so that's a good age. How tall are you, and about how much do you weigh?
5'10". I'm about 220.
Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Cancer over there? Okay. And the gay men, sexual compatibility is important. So I asked the question, are you team top, bottom, verse, or side?
Yeah, good question. So I'll say I've been surprised a lot,
Mhm,
and I try not to focus on that so much. But in an ideal situation, I would mostly top.
mhm,
But I think for me, it's all about pleasing my partner. So like I've been in situations where I was a bottom, and I was like, oh, actually, I want to make you happy. You know what I
mhm,
mean?
mhm,
But
mhm.
ideally, I would be a top.
So primarily a top. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you a question so we can do the math. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if you've been on a show where we've done the math, but I do not want to know who you had sex with. It's not my
Okay.
business. Okay. But look back over the last 12 months, what percentage did you top? What percentage did you bottom?
So in the last 12 months, I actually haven't had a lot of sex, and I've been very intentional about trying to bottom and trying to enjoy it, and I haven't.
Mhm,
Like I just wanted to like experience that. So like
mhm.
I've been like not seeking it, but like being like, okay, like let me see how this feels. And
Just
like
being
I
open
dated
to it.
someone who was verse,
Mhm.
and I was like, let me try bottoming. But like I'll say normally nine times out, well, normally it's 8 times out of 10 I'm topping.
So 80% of the time over the last 12 months, you top and 20% you bottom.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
but like recently I'll say I was trying to try bottoming just to see if I would enjoy it, and I didn't, honestly.
Mhm.
But again, like this, I don't want that to be a disqualifier. It might be somebody who, like, we can
Mhm.
figure it out. Their toys,
Yeah.
there's so many things, like
Mhm.
I don't focus on that so
Yeah.
much.
How are you hunting down the guys to top you? Like, what were you going like? What was the method to the
See, I don't
madness?
want to make it sound like that. It's like one was a friend who was versed,
Mhm, mhm.
and it was just like, all right, let me just. I actually wasn't. He just convinced me. Let's leave it at that. Because I'll say this. I'll say this. I like being pursued,
Mhm,
and that for a while I did think I was a bottom because I like that. A lot of times tops have that dominant,
mhm,
confident energy that I like,
mhm,
and so I would find myself being, bottoming, but I'm like, I don't like this part, but I like the other stuff. Like the pursuit. But when
mhm,
we get
mhm.
to that, it's like, oh no, I don't want this, and that happened. So I was like, oh, okay, fine, you can do
Right, right. So
it.
you want somebody with some top energy, but really they trying to bottom, right? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly, and
I always tell people gay men like to be pursued. No one wants just to be sit back and just like, oh, they got to do all the work. They like it's a
yeah,
back and forth.
exactly, yeah, and I also pursue myself. I also like, put effort and energy, and I just want that to be matched or
Hmm,
maybe
hmm.
excel. Yeah,
Okay, so it's given like verse top, top verse top. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You can say that. Yeah,
All right. Now, what type of work do you do, Dallas?
I'm a TV writer.
TV, right? Okay, give us a little more information. What does that day to day look like?
Okay, it's that's it is very intense.
Hmm,
It's hard because, like, you talk to people every day, like you're in the writer's room,
hmm,
like you're like shooting ideas and stuff. So sometimes I'm
hmm,
tired and I just want somebody to be my peace. You know what I mean? Like to
hmm,
like I want to come home and be like, maybe sometimes I don't feel like talking a lot or like arguing or anything like that. So in terms of day to day, it varies.
hmm.
Like if I'm on production, it's like 18-hour days. Like we're on
Oh
set
wow.
all day to like, like we wrapped my show at 4 in the morning, like shit like that. So like, but those are like periods. Like
Mhm,
it's 3 weeks at a time and stuff
mhm,
like that. So I'm like hoping that somebody can understand that and also have their own thing going. But it's not all the time. So there'll be like high periods, there'll be like some periods where I need to really focus and hunker down.
mhm.
But yeah, so I guess I gotta I can pub here, but I wrote the season finale of the latest season of Reasonable Doubt on Hulu. So if you guys like
Oh
Reasonable Doubt, go
really?
check it out.
I
You'll see my
literally,
name. Yeah,
my husband and I, we binge watched that. Like we literally didn't leave the house until we finished it. So yes,
nice.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, okay, yeah. They were asking me like, what projects have you worked on? So Reasonable Doubt on Hulu definitely is a good. If you wrote that, sir,
Yeah, I'm really proud of how it turned out.
yes, absolutely. Okay, okay. Now, you better be black excellence over here. First of all, I'm gonna say this.
I'm
Okay,
trying.
we love that. Okay, what's your Instagram handle, and can you spell it for us?
It's at Scandalous, but it's SCAN and then my name DALLAS. So Scan Dallas.
All right, spell it one more time for the people because it's not showing up on IG.
Uh, can I put it in the comments?
Sure,
Can I
good.
make it easier? Yeah.
Yeah, that way, because
Yeah. So it's
they're gonna be DMing me, asking me, looking for it. I'm like, I don't have it. It'll be there.
Yeah, so Scan Dallas, but Scan is scandalous, but it's Scan Dallas.
Okay. All right, you all. This is Dallas. Dallas lives in Los Angeles. He's 38, 5 foot 11.
Ten-
I'm sorry, 5 foot 10. He's 220 pounds. He is a cancer. Team more like verse top. And he's a TV writer. If you all have questions for Dallas, go ahead and use the question function. But if you want to come on and ask him a question, wave in the comment section and I'll bring you on live and you can either shoot your shot with him or you can ask him a dating question. All right. Okay. Dallas, tell us what type of guy are you looking for?
Yeah, so I knew this question was coming. I feel like again, I've been surprised a lot, so I'm
Mhm,
not trying to like say a specific type. I've been attracted to black guys. I've been attracted to Latinos. I've been attracted to all different types. An Arab guy once. So really, it's about energy. So I'll say somebody who is confident and like is pursuing something.
Mhm.
Like let's say if you don't like your job, like you're doing something like, but you really want to be a lawyer, so you out there studying for the LSAT. Like I got the flashcards for you. You know, like we can go through. You know,
Mhm.
like that kind of stuff really turns me on. Someone who's like really pursuing something, like has passions, has hobbies, is like doing their own thing, like feels like a complete person. Um, Someone who's is really challenging for us black men, and something I've worked on through therapy is like an effective communicator.
Mhm.
So I would say a lot of times, like in dating or in my relationships, uh, a small issue just blows up into this big issue where it could easily just be like, it doesn't have to be an argument. It's like, hey, I didn't like that you said, I didn't like that hurt my feelings, and
Right.
that's not an argument. It's just, I just want you to know, and I hope you don't do it again. But usually it
Yeah.
just goes, straight to, like
Mhm.
his, like it becomes an argument. So like a good communicator, someone who's consistent, someone who's and I'll say my biggest quality is kindness.
Okay.
In the gay world, like it's really hard being in gay places because we can get catty, we can be mean to each other. I don't know, we want to read, and like it's just so mean. I just like someone who like
Yeah.
is genuinely kind. You feel that energy, and I'm like, when I meet someone who's genuinely kind, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm drawn in.
Yeah.
That is the most attractive quality to me.
Yeah, you definitely want somebody who's kind. And I will tell you this, Dallas, when guys are always catty, superficial, mean, it usually means that like they're really insecure about who they
Oh,
are.
absolutely,
They need
yeah,
to go to
absolutely.
therapy because we're like, who the hell are you out? This is just too much. Yeah. That's what usually
No, I have a friend who I had to check about that because he is insecure. So he's like, "I'll hurt you before you hurt me." So he like immediately like he come, he's one of those gays like, "Oh, girl, them shoes, I see." Do you like you don't have to. You can keep that to yourself. Like, you know.
go sit on
But
somebody's
yeah,
couch.
right. And
Yes.
I'll say that that's one thing I love about being a TV writer is like human psychology.
Hmm.
So like really just getting into the mind of different folks and like being able to write characters like that. So I can being around that, I can write a character who is insecure but like is
Hmm.
catty and all that kind of stuff, and like really get into that. So yeah, that kind of stuff excites me.
Okay. Now tell us, what are three good qualities that you possess? Like, what are three great things about you?
Yeah, so I am genuine,
Mhm.
which is hard to do in Los Angeles, especially in Hollywood.
Mhm.
So much fakeness, but like
Mhm.
what you see is what you get. Like if I like something, I'll tell you I like it. If I don't like it, I may not say anything, or I will tell you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. My integrity is so important to me. Like I like if Dallas says he's gonna be there,
Mhm.
he's going to be there. Like if Dallas says he's gonna do something, he's gonna do something. I want you to know that when people say that to me, it's like, Dallas, you are a person who's a man of his
Yeah.
word. That's like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. So that to me is so big,
Mhm.
being a man of my word. And then again, communication, I've worked so hard on. I I missed out on relationships because I
Mhm.
wasn't like speaking. Like you know, one guy many years ago, I really liked him, but like he didn't think I was into him because I didn't like communicate that. Now, like,
Mhm.
so now I'm like very like, I'm really enjoying this. I'm really like, I can't wait to see you again. I like,
Mhm.
this is a great date. Like, I love how, just being complimentary. And so being like very communicative.
Mhm.
And then I'll say, I'll say, even if something doesn't work out, I like to try to make someone's life better. So I will say I'm very adventurous.
Mhm.
And I'll say every partner I've had, I've like stretched them a little bit, like expanded their world. Like maybe, they're, interested in like museums, video games, or
Mhm.
like traveling now. They never traveled, to another country. Like I got them a passport. Let's go, stuff like that. So I would say those are my three qualities. So I said,
Like
um,
being genuine,
right?
communication, and then AKA you're upgrading the guy no matter what
Yeah.
in a relationship. Yeah.
Adventurous. Yeah,
No, he said he
yeah.
gonna upgrade you. You experience Dallas, he gonna upgrade your life. Okay, he gonna
No, because I'm
change
I'm
you.
very adventurous. So like I end up doing things that people have never done.
Mhm.
Like for instance, my best friend, he's straight. I have
Mhm.
a notes doc. It's called Frank's
Mhm.
First,
Mhm.
and like I've like had him. He tried matcha for the first time with me. Ramen for the first time with me. Like a lot of like food or like places. Like I'm like, let's just
Mhm.
get out of your like box.
Right, right. We love that. We love that. Now, tell us, do you want to get married? Do you want children?
I'm open to a lot of things.
Mhm.
I like the idea of getting married, so I'm open to that.
Mhm.
I think at my big age, I don't know if kids are in the picture. Like it
Mhm.
would like I feel like this is the age where I would start having kids because I
Mhm.
don't want to have kids too late. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And then
Mhm.
like I want to be around, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
ideally I would be if I had met a partner at 28, we had been together for 10 years. Now would be the time. I'm like, all right, let's have kids. I
Mhm,
don't want to get a partner and then, all right, we got to have kids because we're at that age. You know what I
mhm.
mean?
Yeah,
So maybe this again, that's a maybe. But if I had a partner who was like, I don't
mm,
want kids, I'm like, all right, good.
like that'd be
We
fine.
cool.
So,
We,
so definitely
but
marriage,
again, in five
kids,
years,
maybe.
I might be like, you know what?
Mhm.
Let's have a
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
adopt somebody or something. You know?
And I think whenever I say, do you want children, people automatically think like from a baby, but like you could adopt, a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, so it doesn't have to be like diapers from the
Yeah,
start.
yeah. Because my previous ex wanted kids, and it really freaked me out.
Mhm,
And then he was open to adopting somebody at 4 years old. Because
mhm.
I'm like, I don't want to do the potty train. I just
Mm-mm,
don't
mm-mm,
diapers.
mm-mm.
And I was more open to that. I was like, okay, that's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
we could do. You know,
What's the longest relationship you've been in, Dallas?
2.5 years, but it should have been 6 months or
Oh,
less.
damn. Those are the ones that stretch out longer. What was the red flag that you ignored in that relationship?
Ah, God, it was a very long time ago. I was young. Okay,
Mhm,
I
mhm,
love myself now. I love
mhm,
myself now.
mhm,
um. Yeah, he was in the closet. So he was from Africa, like literally like
mhm.
grew up in
From the
Africa
continent,
and
yeah, okay.
yeah, yeah, from Wakanda. And so his family didn't know.
I
He
didn't
was
say
like,
Wakanda. I said from the continent.
oh, well, we're gonna go with
Yeah.
Wakanda.
Okay. You don't want to say the. You
but
don't want to say where. Okay. Okay.
but yeah, but no, I don't want to say what
Mhm,
country, but no, but yeah. So
mhm,
he was deeply DL, deeply closeted,
mhm,
like, and it it wore on me, and I back then it was like I put up with it where I could have been like, you know what, this isn't right for me. Like
yeah.
somebody else would be cool with that, but for me, like
Mhm,
I worked so hard by that time to like be out and be proud that like it felt like putting me back in a box, and I just
yeah.
again I dealt with it when I shouldn't have,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
self love, it's a big thing.
So many people have done that. Dated guys who still are not out of the closet, and they're like, "Oh, he's gonna change. He's gonna come out." And baby, it usually don't happen. So yeah, 6 months should have been like done with it, move on.
I
But
should have,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
we grow, we grow. That's
yeah.
all we can do.
Okay, okay. Let's see these nails you got over here, friend. I keep seeing them flash up. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So I'm actually it's part of my Halloween costume tomorrow. I don't have the whole fit, but yeah. So I'm gonna be the Death Tarot card. So I felt like
I'm
uh
afraid.
these nails were part of it.
Okay, you'll definitely have to post the picture tomorrow so people can
Yeah,
see
I
it.
got like all the skulls and shit. Like yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
Okay, okay. Now, does the guy you date, does he have to live in Los Angeles where you live?
For me, it's really again consistency and intentionality. I think
Mhm,
of for me, I do not like this vague.
mhm.
Like a lot of guys live in this vague space. Like, oh, I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah.
If we have like, if you live in like North Carolina or whatever the case may be, New York, where
Mhm,
I have a house in Philly, so sometimes I have to check on it, and like I
mhm,
could be in New York. But for me, if we have a plan, like we'll see each other once a month and we
mhm.
stick to it, I'm cool. We can like, we can figure things out. But to me, again, it takes a plan and intentionality. And a lot of guys just to be like, oh, we'll figure it out. 3 months later, nothing. I haven't seen you. You know.
Right. Y'all gotta go back and forth, see each other, communicate a lot. And then at some point somebody's moving. So okay. Okay.
At some point, yeah. But as long as we have some type of plan, figuring it out. Again, like we have a plan of how often we'll see each other. We agree on it.
Mhm.
We're like getting tickets. Like we're booking flights. Maybe we do a trip together. I'm totally open to that. But again, it requires something I haven't
Yeah.
seen a lot, which is the
Yeah.
consistency and the intent.
Now, would you fly a guy out to come see you?
I no, I
You
because
said no.
no, because I've paid bills, like I've like done things and that didn't feel good,
Mhm,
like because it didn't like that person like didn't appreciate me, took advantage.
mhm,
I want somebody who has their own thing where they could fly out. Like I don't need you to fly me out either. Like you
mhm.
can fly yourself out. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be in that position. I did not that didn't feel good being in that position where I'm like, all right, I'll handle this. It
Yep.
doesn't.
Mhm.
No, I'm good on
No,
that.
no, no. That's a good answer. I will tell you why. Most gay men, I was on a podcast earlier today, and I was telling the guy, I said, most gay men do not want to have to take care or provide for another man.
I
They
don't want to do it
it,
again.
it's like it's unless they're in a transactional relationship, right? But the majority of gay men want you to be able to provide for yourself and be able to court each other and not feel like um, they are taking care of a child or like
Yeah.
they have to do all the take care of all the responsibilities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, there are periods, of course. You might
Mhm.
get there's so many layoffs happening right now. We had a
Mhm.
pandemic, people got laid off. We had a writer strike. I was
Yeah.
struggling, in that
Mhm.
strike. So like, there are definitely periods. But at that point, I would hope that we're in a committed relationship where like I'm sure being married, sickness and health. There are times where like you may need to like step up, but like at the
Mhm.
beginning or early on, no, I'm good on that.
Right, right. Like, no, you get your own flight. Like, even if you have to price line it, you can. I'll see you out here.
Hey, Spirit actually is not. People sleep on Spirit, but Spirit, like, if you get a exit row seat, like you good.
You'll be fine, friend. You'll be fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what's a good age range? What's the youngest? What's the oldest?
I'll say youngest, maybe like 28, 29 is pushing it.
Uh-huh.
I've met some very mature 28-year-olds, so I don't want to like X them out.
Mhm.
Oldest, maybe like 45, 45,
Okay,
probably
okay,
maybe 44. But yeah, like that's a good solid range.
okay. Now, what about like body type? What do you like?
Um, So I work out.
Mhm.
I recently gained a lot of weight because I came back in July from Philly.
Mhm.
I was in Philly for 2 years,
Mhm.
and like ended up like a friend warned me too. It was like, watch out because I was like going out drinking with friends, catching up with all my friends,
Mhm.
drinking, eating
Mhm.
out 3 to 4 times a week, and it just like caught up to me. So now I'm like really I'm losing weight again. But
Mhm.
I would say just some type of like physical activity, some type of fitness. Like they are active. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be six pack. It doesn't have to be like super buff, but just like that you can keep up with me, because I'm pretty active. I love to walk, feel
Mhm.
like, I'm a New Yorker, spent a lot of time in New York. Even in LA, I still walk everywhere. So like
Mhm.
walking, biking. So like that's really what it means. Like being
Mhm.
able to keep up with me physically.
So long as they're fit, active, you're okay with it. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, what about race? What do you prefer?
I prefer black because I just want like I
Mhm.
want to believe that two black men can make it work.
Mhm.
When I tell you out here in LA, you see so many like even like straight, it's like black man, white woman, black
Mhm.
man, white man. Like I'm
Mhm.
like, no, I gotta believe that two black men can make it work.
Mhm.
But again, I am open to something else. Like again, I've been surprised before.
Okay. So you
So
prefer
I'm open
black,
to
but might be open.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Now, are you into monogamy, open relationships, agreements, poly? What do you like?
Yeah, so definitely monogamous.
Mhm.
I have friends who've been married, 10 plus years, and they all say like, girl, like by by 10 years, you'll want to open it up, you'll want to like, explore, experiment. I'm like,
Mhm.
let me get there first. So I want to
Mhm.
start off monogamous.
Mhm.
And then again, if that communication is there, maybe we get to a point where like, hey, let's start to spice it up. And
Mhm.
for me, like I would want to try spicing it up together first.
Mhm.
We do things before I invite somebody else because I've seen people do thruples in my friend group and like it just
It
woof,
don't
man.
work,
I'm like, I
friend.
have a hard time with one person. You got another like I can't do this.
Yeah, yeah, it's not for the wary, right? So definitely monogamy. Okay. Okay. All right, you all, if you have questions, excuse me, if you have questions for Dallas, use the question function. If you literally wave in the comment section with hands, that means I'll bring you on and you can ask them a question live. I think somebody waved at me in the comment section earlier, tried to bring them on. They declined. That means they are a new user, a new watcher. Welcome to the show. If you wave people, that means you want to come on at any time in an interview. So don't wave unless you want if you ain't coming on. All right. Let's see. There are a bunch of questions, so we're gonna see if we can knock these out. Okay, Dallas. Let's
First of
see.
all, I love all these compliments. Like I'm reading the chat. I'm like, I'm loving, I'm
Oh,
like, damn, like, gassing me up.
they're smitten
All
with you.
positive.
Smitten is the word. Okay,
I'm
smitten.
like, I
Okay,
love this positivity.
so just you go on some dates, and when you go on these dates, you gotta come back and let me know how they.
Absolutely. We'll have to
Okay.
invite you to the wedding.
I've been invited to a couple weddings. Yes. Okay. Let's um. It's a spicy question.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Spit or swallow?
Oh dear. Oh my God. I'm gonna be God, sorry. Oh my God. I don't want to swallow, sure.
There you go, friend. Live a little. Okay, there you go. Okay, here comes some more. Are you planning on writing a movie, a novel, or anything?
Yeah, I'm really excited about a limited series that I'm working on.
Mhm.
There's a podcast attached, so I'm really and it's a and I rom-coms are
Mhm.
my favorite genre, and I was able to make a prison story into a love story.
So rom-coms are
Yeah.
romantic comedies, right?
Yeah, romantic comedies, yes, yes. So I've been adapting one podcast that's about a guy in prison, but I've like added this layer of like, his love, the love of his life is outside and he's trying to get back to her. And it's just, I
Mm,
love it.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see the other questions they got. It's spicy.
Oh, God. What is
It's
it?
they're a mix of them all, so we get the spicy one
I
out the
see.
way.
Why you
But
keep going to the spicy?
are you open to toys in the bedroom if you're bottoming or if you're topping?
Absolutely. That's something that I've been more and more comfortable with. Like I come from a very religious background, so it took
Mhm,
me a while to
mhm,
like be comfortable with any type of like, even going to a sex shop, years ago was hard for me. So but like I'm definitely comfortable and open to like, just again, as long as we're communicating like, hey, let's try that. How did that make you feel? Did you enjoy that? No, let's try something different. So yeah, I'm open to toys
mhm.
and, you know, going to events and stuff like that.
Okay, okay. All right. Let's see. What is your idea of a romantic date?
So, a romantic date, I would say, is doing an activity that we both enjoy.
Mhm,
Let's say, like, I like going to museums, like something active, like an escape room,
mhm, mhm,
museum. Maybe we do a archery range, or like we're taking a cooking class. Like, not, doing a sit down dinner is fine,
mhm.
but I really do like like if we're doing something and like talking about, we're going on a hike, we're
You
in
want
this,
to move
like,
around, have fun, and not just something
yeah.
boring job interview date. Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
doing a tour somewhere, stuff like that, a walking tour. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. There are a couple more. Let's see. Did you vote, Dallas?
absolutely. I voted early, and I made sure again because I have a house in Philly.
Mhm.
I live in LA. I made sure to be able to vote in Pennsylvania because I'm like I might be one of the 10,000 people who decide this election.
That's
So,
what we need your vote. That's what we needed
yeah,
your vote.
exactly,
Good job.
exactly.
Okay. Um, let's see. Hmm. Oh, which movie? Okay. Which movie can you think of that might mirror your love life?
Movie that mirrors my love life. Oh goodness, that's a great question.
Hmm.
Damn, I got to think about that one. Um, I will say, can I use I'll use a TV show
Okay.
because I work in TV. I'm always thinking
Mhm.
TV shows. There's a Netflix show called Master of None with Aziz Ansari, and it definitely mirrors my love life. You see him go on like repeated dates, and then like the person he falls for actually has a partner or like goes back to her ex, and I'm like, yeah, that's usually what happens to me. It's like, a lot of times the person I'm really into is like, oh, I'm not over my ex, or it's always some like other thing, and it's like, damn it, just focus on me.
Trying to give that X another chance. No, 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 no. Right. Okay. Okay. That
Yeah.
was a question from Sean. Good question, Sean. Thank you. Let's see. One more question. One more question. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah. What's your love language?
Yes. So I feel like I have more than one. So I feel like it's not just one, but I will say, um, I will say the physical touch is really huge for me.
Mhm,
Like if I'm having a bad day, just like a hand squeeze, a hold will just like change my whole demeanor.
mhm,
Physical touch and quality time, I think, go together. That's why I was like, I can't just do the one because you can't just touch me and then run away. Like we
mhm.
gotta have the quality time. Let's like be cuddled up and watching movies in bed, or like, just I got my arm over your shoulder, you got your arm over my shoulder or something, just yeah. So physical touch and and quality time go together.
Yes, listen, somebody got a ring for you in the comment section, okay? You might get a proposal. All right, let's see what you look like head to toe. You gotta stand up, back up, and we gotta give you a little spin so we can see what you look like.
um, just, wait, this is like okay. Uh,
There you go, there you go, there you go. All right, you all. This is Dallas. Dallas lives in Los Angeles, California. He is 38. He is 5'10", 220 pounds. He has a cancer.
for
More,
now,
oh, wait, say that you're 220 for now. I know he's doing some
for now, yes,
exercises.
yes,
He might get down to whatever it is, but you need to like him for where he is now. Okay, all right.
yes.
He is Team Cancer, Team more top verse top. He's definitely open to being a little bit more versatile. He likes a guy with energy, but who wants to be a bottom or verse bottom. He works in TV writing. He is open to getting married, children. That could change. Maybe I could adopt. We got to work that out. He's open to dating in other cities. He will date between 28 and 45. Open to body type as long as you are fit or active. Prefers black guys, but I'd be open to dating other guys and is into monogamy people. And apparently he does swallow. So it's a lot of fun, apparently.
That's the takeaway. That's gonna be somebody's
That's what he
takeaway.
said.
Yeah.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Uh,
All right, let us know your Instagram handle and spell it one more time for them, Dallas.
yes, SCANDALLAS. So scan Dallas.
Okay, okay. Listen, Dallas, amazing interview. Definitely post your Halloween costume tomorrow so they can see everything. Go on some dates and come back and give us an update, okay?
Will do. This was fun. Thanks,
Yes,
Lamont.
yes. Thanks for coming on. All right. Good night. All right, all right, all right. Listen. Okay, Dallas. That is how his name is Dallas. He's not from Dallas. Well, he's from Dallas, and his name is Dallas, but he lives in Los Angeles, California. But he did a good job being our first person. Mark, I'm gonna come to you next. Mark, I'll come to you next because I want to get an update. Listen, the nails were part of his costume for tomorrow. However, you can paint your nails if you want. Who cares? Like, y'all be worried about the wrong damn thing. What do y'all think? Is he dateable? Put a 10. If not, put a 1. What y'all think? What do y'all think? I am seeing 10s all over the place. 10s, 10s, 10s. Demetrius, if you want to join, you just click the video button at the bottom where it's like a little plus, and you can come on. Just click that button, okay? Oh my goodness. I think this might have been the very first time that you all have given someone unanimous. Let me double check. Nope, nope, no. I was about to say unanimously everybody gave him a 10. However, one person gave him an 8. I'm not gonna call that person out, but literally, there's almost 200 of you all on here. Almost 99.9% gave a 10. One person gave an 8. I don't know why that person gave him an 8. I just would like to know, but I just don't understand. Y'all so critical on people. Some of y'all so critical. Yes, we want to know why you gave the man an 8, huh? I ain't gonna call you out. I'm not gonna call you out. I can't. I can't. Y'all gonna be taking that man out on a date. He's handsome. He is 5'11", so he's tall. He's a top. That's what y'all want. That's what y'all be saying y'all want. No, y'all don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get y'all. All right, let's go. I'm gonna go to Mark first, and then Jermaine. I'm gonna come to you. So Mark, and then Jermaine. I'll come to you afterwards. So be ready, Jermaine. Let's see if Mark is ready. And thank you all so much for buying badges. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Mark,
Hello, Lamont.
how you doing, friend?
I'm good.
So you are back in London?
I am. I'm back in dreary, cold, miserable London. Raining, horrible.
Don't sound so depressed about it.
It was like 30 degrees when I left New York. I was in t-shirts and shorts, and I've come back here. It's woolly jumpers and heating turned on.
Well, and it's in Atlanta, it's starting to get a little cool, but it's still warm out. It's still a little warm out. So Mark, I remember you came on the show maybe a couple weeks ago. I know you live in London, and you came to visit Chicago, Atlanta, DC, and New York, right? Yep. And I bumped into you in Atlanta at the mayor's LGBTQ reception.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And I didn't know you knew Daryl. That's why it's like so small world. Yes. So we want to know, like, spill the tea. Like, how was your dating experience here? Like, did you meet guys?
Okay.
What's up?
So firstly, I didn't feel like my interview went the best.
No?
My Wi-Fi was funny. My dog down off the sofa. Um, my Wi-Fi was funky. I had my camera the wrong way, and it was late at night. I was tired. I don't think I gave my best. And afterwards, several of my friends who watched the show said, "Mark, go back and watch it. It was a car crash."
Oh
And
God, friends.
you were right. I think it could have gone better. But having said that, I did get lots of guys message me in my DMs. I did go on a ton of dates. So in Atlanta, I was in Atlanta for about 9 days. I went on 4 dates while I was in Atlanta. One of them was a guy that I've met before on a previous visit there.
Mhm.
And it was dinner. The guys were dates. We went out like for a walk, went to get something to eat. One guy, we went to Stone Mountain for the day, went hiking. My last night there was the Friday, and I went to the aquarium party, and I ended up meeting a really nice guy at the aquarium party. Actually, spent the whole time at the aquarium party with him. Barely saw Daryl or my other friends who were at the party.
Uh-huh.
But I kind of definitely want to see him again. It was kind of interesting. We were by the penguin exhibit, and I don't know if you've been to the aquarium, but by the penguin
Yes.
exhibit, they've got this like feature where they've got like a tunnel that you crawl under, and
Uh-huh.
you pop up in the middle of the dome. And he was stood there, and he was like in my peripheral vision. I saw him. I thought this guy's kind of quite handsome. He's on his own, and I was about to say hello to him. And then he said, "Oh, what's this thing here?" And I said, "Oh, it's like a tunnel. You kind of crawl through it on your hands and knees, and you pop up in the middle of the penguin exhibit." And he was like, "Okay." And he looked a bit unsure, and I said, "Listen, it's Gay Pride at the Aquarium. It's basically the dark room tonight." And he kind of giggled, and I said, "We go in," and he was like, "Okay, let's go in there." So like, I went in first, and he kind of like followed me. And we just kind of like were flirting. We didn't, to be clarified, we didn't do anything in the tunnel.
And
Yeah,
in the tunnel, the dark room, right?
yeah,
Yes.
but we like flirting, and I got on really well with him. So he's Nigerian. He moved to Atlanta about a year ago. He doesn't know many people in Atlanta. He doesn't know many of the spots in Atlanta. I was telling him, "Oh, you must go to this place." I knew Atlanta better than he did. I was like, "You
Mhm.
must go here." Must go there. And we just had a really good time chatting. He's a doctor. He specializes in LGBTQ people of colors healthcare, and he does loads of volunteering in the community and all this kind of stuff, which is kind of like things that I like because I do lots of volunteering in the community and things as well. So we had lots in that kind of respect. He's just a nice guy, but I ended up spending about 3 or 4 hours with him that evening, just like hanging out with him, talking, having conversations and stuff. It
Oh
was
wow.
so it was a bit of an unplanned, spontaneous date kind of thing. And I've been in touch with him since then. We've been chatting and stuff on WhatsApp and Instagram stuff. I went to Chicago after that. I didn't have any dates in Chicago. I was meant to have a date in Chicago with a guy, but it turned out he wasn't based in Chicago. He was visiting Chicago at the time when I came on the show,
Mhm.
but he'd leaving Chicago the day I got there, so I didn't meet him. I did go on a date in DC. I went on like a brunch date with a guy in DC. That was nice. We went for brunch, went to see, we went to like a gallery, went to a few of the museums and stuff, and hung out. It was nice. And I went on a date in New York as well. That was the guy in New York. That was the guy that I'd been on a date with previously before when I was there last year. So it's like a second date with him, and he's kind of nice.
Mhm.
He's kind of boyfriend material, possibly. We'll see where it goes. But
Mhm.
yeah, so I had some good dates. I went on some nice dates.
Listen, I love it. I absolutely love hearing that, like, you went on actual dates, like when you were in the different cities, and it sounds like you were really making a connection with some of the guys, especially one if you still are like communicating with him back and forth.
Yeah, I did have some hookups when I was there as well. You asked me about this last time, and I kind of said no, but I'm gonna. So I had quite a few guys like in my DMs and messaging me and stuff wanting to hook up, blah blah blah. Blah. And I did have a couple of. And if you remember back to my original interview, I said that I'm team bottom, and I usually use my dick like once a year.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
my dick got 4 years worth of usage on this trip.
Are you serious? So you were topping the boys when you were.
I was, yeah, all these guys I was hooking up with wanted the bottom. And I'm like, but I'm a bottom. I'm a bottom. I was on the show. I said I was a bottom. And they're like, they say, but you said you give it out occasionally. But they all want. And I even ended up hooking up with the trans man, which I've never done before. That was kind of a bit weird for me. I was outside my comfort zone. I just thought, what the hell?
I don't think you were outside your comfort zone. I feel like you were like, I didn't pay for this flight to come over to the United States. I'm gonna live my life and have a good time.
Yeah. So So I had fun, but it was kind of a bit weird. I kind of lots of guys wanted me to top, and I'm like, okay,
Now, which city were you topping the guys most in?
Chicago.
Chicago. Hmm. Interesting. I thought you were gonna say Atlanta, but
One in Atlanta, but it was Chicago.
okay. Now, all that's been going on. Thanks for giving us an update because we're this is like a soap opera that I've been watching. I would say we, but I'll say I've been watching. Um, Now, are you still single after all of this?
Yeah, I'm still single. I haven't got a boyfriend. I'm not in a relationship. I'm kind of still, you know, trying to go on dates with guys, trying to get to know guys.
Mhm.
You know, I said there's two guys that I went on a second date with whilst I was over there.
Okay.
Uh, One of the guys in Atlanta, I've met him before, twice before. He's like a friend of a friend.
Mhm.
He's not like him. I think I'm his type, but I think the distance is an issue for him.
Mhm.
So I think we're just going to kind of stay in a friendship zone.
Mhm.
The guy that I met at the aquarium, he's kind of nice. I kind of like to go on some dates with him. I'm going to plan to come back again later this year, like Christmas and New Year time. So I'll hopefully see him then. The guy in New York that I kind of met the second time, it was the second date. I quite like him as well. So there's some options to explore. It's the thing though, because I travel quite a bit. I'm self-employed. I can take time off and I can travel. Other
Mhm.
people can't do that. They don't have
That's
the
what I was gonna
flexibility.
ask you. I was like, is anybody gonna come see you over there in London?
I don't know. I mean, I had a couple of guys that were messaging me on Instagram after they saw me on the show,
Mhm.
and they want me to come to them, but they were in Africa, and I'm like, I'm not so keen on traveling to a homophobic country to
Mhm.
meet some. You have the means to travel, meet me here, or meet me somewhere else in Europe, and that's fine. But I'm not kind of really interested in dating someone who's out there and doesn't have the means to travel here.
Don't do it, friend. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I I did a distance relationship before about 2018. I dated a guy who was living in south of France in Nice, really beautiful city, but really really nice place to visit. I dated him for 9 months. He was from French Guadeloupe, but he lived there.
Mhm.
Um, he came to visit me once in 9 months, and I was going there every 2 weeks. I was going there for like a long weekend to stay with him, and it was quite draining because I was putting all the effort into going and seeing him,
Mhm.
and he only came to once. And when he came to see me, I didn't feel like he was putting a lot of effort to spend time with me when he was here. He was here for like 5 days, but I barely saw him. He was off seeing other people while he was here. And I was just like, this isn't working. I'm not getting the same energy back as I was putting into it.
Mhm.
So like, I'm willing to do long distance, but the other person has to be able to give and contribute and be willing to travel to me sometimes as well. I can't be traveling to you all the time, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. It definitely should be like a back and forth, like where people are seeing each other. Like, and not them just flying, you just flying to go see them. It definitely should be back and forth. Now, now, do you want to do your interview over again? Let me ask you the questions again so people get to know you.
Yeah, you can do, yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, so you all, this is Mark. He is in London. What part of London are you in, Mark?
I live in a place called Shoreditch, which is very close to the city centre.
Okay. Now, tell us, how old are you?
I'm 43 years young.
43 years young. How tall are you? And about how much do you weigh, Mark?
I'm 5'9", and I'm about 86 kilos.
So it's like 180 pounds, maybe 175, I think. Is that?
We use, we use kilos here. I don't know. I don't do pounds.
I think. Well, I think it's some might do the conversion, but I think it's probably about 170, 175. Um.
I think 2 kilos, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, something like
Okay. Now, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Cancer. Okay. And now, are you? I know last time you said you were more team bottom, but you were topping the boys while you were here. Do you want to
Yeah.
change that, or do you want to keep it the same?
I'm a versatile bottom.
You're verse bottom. Okay. Okay. And what type of work do you do?
So I'm self-employed. I'm an ecologist, but I also am a professional beekeeper. I keep beehives for bougie prestige clients, and I'm an educator. So I kind of guest lecture at colleges and universities, but I also work with neurodiverse teenagers.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. And tell us your Instagram handle and spell it.
It's Geordie Mark, G for George, EORDYMERK.
Okay. Now, do you want to get married? Do you want to have children? What do you think?
I would love to get married.
Mhm.
Uh, Not so sure about children. I'm 43. Some of my friends that are my age and a little bit older than me have just recently got married and had like kids through surrogates and stuff, and they're like, Mark, I'm going to be an old man and have like a young child running around, and and I don't really kind of want that.
Mhm.
I there was a time when I wanted children, but I think that's kind of been and gone. I'm kind of over it now. I've got lots of nieces and nephews. I'm less
Okay.
worried about kids. If I met somebody and he had kids, that would be fine. But I think like starting out on a journey having kids from scratch isn't something I really want to do. Like
Okay.
now, I'm a bit over it now. So yeah, I'll be open to dating someone who's got kids, but don't really want to have kids on my own. When I was in Atlanta, I was actually the main reason I came to America. I was there for just over 3 weeks. The main reason I came there was one of my really good friends in Atlanta got married,
Mhm.
and he's just turned 50, and he's kind of found love at 50. And his husband is just turned 60, so they've got married quite late in life. But his husband, he's married, has three teenage boys
Mhm.
already. It's strange because I never saw my friend as being a sort of person who would want kids and be around kids and stuff, but he absolutely adores these three boys that,
Mhm.
his boys. So, and I think I could be the same if I met somebody and they had children. I think I could embrace that and be
Okay, if
fine
they
with
had
it. But
children. Okay. Now I will tell you, your friend Daryl is in the comment section saying you might have a child in Chicago in a couple months, in 9 months. So I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, so the trans man's the issue, the experience of the trans man in Chicago terrified me because like afterwards, I nutted in him. And then I didn't think anything of it. And then it was like later on, I was in DC, one of my friends jokingly said, like, you better be careful. Like, he might be coming after you for child support in 9 months. And I just went into panic mode and I was like, shit. And I was telling Daryl, and Daryl was like screaming. He's like, girl, that's why you never nut in the trans man's pussy, because you never know.
So I'm done. Well, they need to be on birth control. If they're on birth control, they gotta use a
But
condom.
that,
You're using a condom, that's
well,
what happens. You a
I don't
beekeeper,
know.
you know what happens with the birds and the bees. You know.
But I was telling one of my other friends who he lives in New York. He's my friend I was staying with in New York. He's
Mm,
actually here in London.
mm.
He kind of flew. And he watches the show. He's often in your comment section in the show. I told him, and he's like, "It's fine. I nut in their pussies all the time."
Oh.
He's like, most have hysterectomies or they're on hormone things. They can't get pregnant. I'm like, I'm not reassured. But it was planned. It was kind of how I met this guy. It was really weird. I met him in a bar. It wasn't a planned date. It was someone I met in a bar. We ended up going back to his place, and then it kind of happened. And I didn't know he was trans until
you sprayed those walls up, and then
I was like, oh. I was like, oh, that's a clitoris. Oh, that's a vagina. Okay. And I was already committed at that point. I was like, fuck it.
Well, 9 months we need to find out. We gotta find out. Well, we will find out. We will find out. Oh, they definitely can get pregnant if they're on hormone treatment, regardless. Like they can, though. Yeah, if they have ovaries, a uterus, and it's functioning, it's possible.
You make me feel any safer.
Again, you're a beekeeper. This is the birds and the bees. You should know this.
Yeah. See,
Oh.
don't have a problem with men with biological.
No, you ain't get that problem with the cisgender men. No. What is a good age range that you will date? What's the youngest? What is the oldest?
So I in the past I've always dated guys that are my age or older than me. Dated guys that are. My last boyfriend was 10 years ago. He was like 14 years my senior.
Okay.
I'm less interested in dating guys that much older than me now. I'm really interested in someone who's my age or a bit younger. I did go on a couple of dates with a 24-year-old earlier this year, and I remember last time I told you this, you shook your head and said, "No, Mark, it's too young."
Too young. Yes.
Very mature for his age, and he was a really nice guy. But I find that a lot of the younger, I date black men. I like black men. And the problem I have with dating black men here is most of the black men my age, my generation, they're first or second generation immigrants from homophobic countries. They're in the closet. They have lots of cultural and religious baggage and things with them. So they're not out. And I find that the younger guys that I go on dates with tend to be more confident with their sexuality. They tend to be more open and less closeted. But yeah, ideally, I wouldn't want to date someone who's 24. I want someone who was like 30s to mid 40s.
Okay. Now, what city? Do they have to live in London? Are you okay with United States or where?
I mean, it doesn't matter where anywhere in. I mean, I date anybody who's in Europe or the
Okay, so
Canada.
Europe, Canada, US. Okay. What about body type? What do you like? What about body type? What do you like?
I've dated all kinds of shapes and sizes of guys, and anybody as long as they're not like really overweight. Dax off the sofa. I'm on a phone call. Sorry, my dog's trying to get on the sofa with me. He's jealous because it's not him. Go away, lie down. Yeah, anybody who, as long as they're not like really overweight, I don't mind kind of like fit, thick, but not like thick. Like, but like ideally someone who's kind of like. I have a soft spot for guys with muscles. Several of my ex-boyfriends are like bodybuilder guys, but they don't have to be big. I've also dated skinny guys. Like height. I prefer taller guys that are taller than me, but I've dated short guys as well. I'm kind of flexible on body type and height and stuff, but just as long as they're not really overweight.
Okay. And we heard you loud and clear. You like black guys exclusively, right? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Now, are you into monogamy, open relationships, agreements, poly? What you into?
Monogamy would be ideal, or like an agreement situation. I'm not into the whole open body thing, but like agreements, like we could be monogamous, but you know, if especially if it's distance and I'm here and they're see them all the time, an agreement might be a compromise because then you've got needs, and if the other person's thousands of miles away, you can't just get together. So yeah, I think monogamy or an agreement.
Okay. And so since you've been on before, we're not going to do all the questions for you, like, but have people ask you questions. But we want to see what you look like head to toe. So you got to stand up, turn around so they can see you. Okay. Give us a little spin. All right, you all. This is Mark. Mark lives in London. He's 43, 5'9", about 175, 176 pounds. He is a Cancer, team verse bottom, but he be topping the girls in the United States, so watch out. He is an ecologist. He also is a beekeeper. He also, is a professor. He's open to getting married. Children, not so much. He will date between 30 and about 43, 44. He prefers that you either live in London, Canada, United States, Europe. He's open to body type as long as you're not, I guess he said, too big. He likes muscles. He prefers black guys. And he's into more of monogamy or agreements. Tell us your Instagram handle and spell it one more time for us.
Geordie Mark, G for George, E-R, or D. G for George, E-R. Sorry. Geordie Mark, G-E-O-R-D-Y-M-E-R-K. So,
Okay. We got it. Thank you so much for giving us an update, because I think everybody got their life here in this story. And go on some dates and keep us posted, all right?
Yeah. I've already got a date planned later this week. A guy trying to saw me, he was like, "You want a dating show, wouldn't you?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like chatting to me. So like, yeah, he wants to go on a date with me later this week. I'm like, okay.
Is it gonna be a virtual date or is it gonna be in person?
No, we're gonna meet and go for a drink.
Listen, Mark is gonna go on a date, y'all. He's gonna go on a date. He's looking for a man. All right. I will see you later. Thanks, Mark.
All right. Bye.
Okay, bye. All right. I love it. I absolutely listen. I love the drama, the messiness, the adventurousness, and just being all that. Oh, Jermaine, I'm coming to you. Make sure your Wi-Fi is on. All right, Mark don't need no help. Mark going on dates, okay? What y'all think? Is he dateable? Put a 10. If not, put a 1. What y'all think? Huh? Dateable, put a 10. If not, put a 1. I want to know. Yes, we're rating. All 200 of y'all. Y'all. Go ahead. What y'all think? 10 dateable, 1 not. What y'all think? Y'all going to fly out there. Y'all going to London. I see 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, 0. Some people abstaining. Y'all are hilarious. Y'all are I want to see if you get that if you got that person pregnant. All right, Jermaine, I'm coming to you, and then Dr. Bayou, I'll come to you next. Is it Jermaine? Yeah, Jermaine, I'll come to you. Hilarious. Not y'all abstaining. Hello. How you doing?
Good. How's it going?
What's going on, sir? How you feeling?
Not much. I'm feeling good.
Okay. Do me a favor without hanging up. Just gonna wipe your lens off a little bit, just a little bit, okay? Just be gentle so you don't bang on it. Okay, I think that helped a little bit. All right. Is your name Jermaine?
Yes.
Okay, Jermaine, are you a shooter, Jermaine?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. Tell people what a shooter is. Tell them in the comment section. What is it? What's a shooter?
I think a shooter is somebody that's single that's coming on is trying to shoot their shot.
Thank you, friend. You are
All
the
right.
first person to answer that question correctly. Everybody else be like thinking about the wrong thing. Yes. So you are a shooter. Perfect. And you are single, right?
Big single.
Big single. Okay. Okay. Where do you live?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Okay. Now you from Cleveland?
Yeah, born and raised.
Born and raised. Okay. Okay. What is it like dating in Cleveland, Ohio?
Well, for me, I've only been
Hmm.
out for 3 years, and I'm about to be 42 in December.
Oh
Um,
wow. Okay.
and I came out in March of 2021.
Jermaine, I don't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You got to turn the music off in the
Oh, okay.
background because
Okay.
Instagram won't let me play the video
Gotcha.
because of
Gotcha. Gotcha.
music rights if you have
Okay.
music on. Yeah.
I got you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So I
Yeah.
was asking you how is dating in Cleveland, Ohio for you?
I'm just now starting to get into the dating phase.
Mhm,
I came out in 2021 in March. Um, was single for like maybe 2 months.
mhm,
Got into my first relationship that lasted for like 2 months because I was just extremely happy to be out.
mhm,
Um, Fast forward October, I got into my first real relationship,
mhm.
and it would have been 2 years this month, but it lasted for about I would say 19 months almost.
19 months. Okay. Okay. And so if I'm hearing you correctly, Jermaine, like you're recently coming out in the last 3 years,
Yeah.
like openly letting people know that you're gay and that you like guys.
Yes.
Now, with previously to that, like, were you having sex with guys, or were you having sex with women, or both? What was going on?
No, I was in an 8 year relationship from high school, from 10th grade till my early 20s. And after that, I completely took myself off the market. I think partially because I knew I liked guys.
Mhm,
So it was easy for me to be like, yeah, I'm not dating nobody. She did me wrong.
mhm, mhm.
So it was a safe place for me.
So it was a woman you were with for 8 years.
Yeah.
No, were y'all engaged or married?
No.
No. Okay. Any children?
Was supposed to be, but no.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Um, she got pregnant, but she wasn't sure whose it was. So it kind of like made me just like, yeah,
Did she keep the baby?
no,
Okay, that's why I was like, I was trying to figure out. And sorry, I'm being so intrusive. I was just trying to figure out what was going on. So you
no, that's
don't,
cool.
yeah. So you don't have any children, though.
No,
Okay, okay. Now was
I
she?
feel like I got kids, all damn nieces and nephews I got, but no, I don't have any kids of my
Okay,
own.
okay, okay. Now was she having sex with other guys while y'all were together?
She slipped up when we broke up for a couple weeks.
Yeah, broke up for a couple weeks, and then she had sex with somebody else. That's when she got pregnant,
Yeah,
or say she. So she says.
no, she definitely was, but it was
Mm,
it was more of a could I be okay with knowing if it wasn't mine, and she
mm.
didn't know,
Okay, okay.
and we
Now,
was young.
okay, okay. Because you said this was from high school until like your late 20s,
Yeah, no, early 20s, about 23 maybe.
about 23. Okay, okay. And so that whole time, like after her, like w- were you like having sex with guys, women? Like what was your experience like
Complete,
being in the closet? Like what that's this whole time?
completely cut off. I was attracted to guys while I was with her,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like I had like a bad chick that was like, "Oh, how you put her?" I was just being me. You know what I'm saying? Because I've heard the whole rhetoric of like this nigga soft as fuck, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole rhetoric of being gay. Because I was just like really like at that young age, I was a soft person. I was,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? But I didn't get a lot of slack from it because of who my family was, and I was able to hide under an umbrella.
Okay.
You know, I was able to be myself, and it was like, "Are you feminine?" Like, okay, and so what?
So you were still
Like,
dating women this whole time. Now, were you is that correct?
I dated two girls after her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think the first time I dated a girl was probably like my early 30s, and it was my first girlfriend from my childhood
Okay. Okay.
that wanted to get with me
Mhm.
when I was with her.
Okay. And when did you first start having sex with guys?
About um almost 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. So this whole time, like you were attracted to guys, but you didn't start actually having sex with guys until like you start coming out of the closet.
Yeah.
Wow. So a lot of people, like, how was that for you though? Like being attracted to both, but not being able to engage.
Um, just the way that I was brought up, it was easy for me to not engage.
Hmm.
Because I was scared of somebody finding out.
Hmm. Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know. I mean, it wasn't that hard. Like, definitely was on the little porn sites and fantasizing about dudes and stuff. That shit was easy. I could do that
Hmm.
shit by myself without nobody knowing.
Hmm.
You know.
Okay. Okay.
Um, yeah.
Yeah. So what made you want to come out of the closet? So what was like the pivotal moment for you?
I felt like,
You can take that pot pie out the microwave if you
oh,
need, whatever it is.
first
Go
of all,
ahead.
it's not a pot pie. I will turn the
Whatever the
oven off
hot
because my chicken
pocket.
is done. Hold up.
What? Go get it. I'm like, y'all hear the beeping in the microwave? Go get it.
That is not a microwave. I'm prepping my dinner. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
my
So it's your
lunch meals
oven.
for the rest of the
Okay,
week.
it's the
Yeah,
oven. I'm like,
it's off though. It's off.
I'm like,
It's off.
open.
It's off.
Okay, so I was asking you, like, what was the like pivotal moment, like where you said, okay, I want to be out and let people know that you're interested in guys.
My One of my youngest cousins had came out, and she
Mhm.
was female, and the family didn't take too well to it. But they they got with it, and I had an aunt that was already out and open. My
Mhm.
mom, she had been through her little situation before, and she's
Mhm.
been married for almost 30 years. So I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Tyler Perry had a movie that came out. I forget the name of it, but the movie was they was at a wedding, and the dude was like, I got something to tell y'all. And the mom was like, well, boy, I already knew. So I called my mom, like, Mom, I got something to tell you. She's like, what? I'm like, Mom, you ever seen this movie? She was like, yeah. I'm like, well, Mom, I'm the guy that's in that part. And when she was like, baby, I was just waiting for you to say something.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I was scared to say something because of the
Mhm.
way how my brothers are. Like,
Mhm.
they're not homophobic at all. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But it's like, you grow up, you hear people saying certain stuff. It's like, I'm never gonna tell y'all. And when I told one of my older brothers, the one that I was really scared to say something to, he got mad at me. Like, bro, you a good ass person, and you hiding your life. Like, you've been holding yourself this long for
Mhm.
what?
Mhm.
Like, he actually got mad at me that I didn't come to him first.
Yeah, I will tell you, moms usually know, and if you're really genuinely close to your siblings, they want you to be yourself, right? They
Yeah,
want you, and they don't want um, you to have to feel like you can't share intimate things with them. So they're probably more hurt and disappointed, and they're just like, hey, they want you to be happy at the end of the day. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so it sounds like they're supportive now.
super supportive
Okay,
from day one.
okay, okay.
Even my pops don't play with that at all. But my pops is like, uh, you know, I'm about to get like tattoos and piercings and stuff. Is you? I'm like, Dad, no.
They get always this weird perception, like, oh, you're gonna do X, Y, and Z. It's like
Yeah,
maybe, but maybe not. I'm just gonna be me. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Well, listen. Thank you so much for letting me dig into your business and get your backstory because I think
that's cool.
you definitely probably helped a lot of people, and a lot of people who are watching tonight have been there, right, where they've had to come out to their friends or family. So I think that's why I love this platform, because we get to talk about like the real lived experiences of gay men. Like, yeah, this is real. So thank you for just being open to share that.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get to these dating questions so we can find you a man, okay? Now, you do want a man, or are you open to women and men or trans? Who do you want?
I'm definitely team man.
Okay, team men. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now, tell us, how old are you, Jermaine?
I'm 41. I'll be 42 in December.
Okay, so 41. How tall are you, and about how much do you weigh?
I am 6'1" and I weigh 215.
215. Okay. And y'all in the comment section, y'all better give Jermaine a round of applause for just being open, being
Let
courageous,
me look
and
at these
just being
comments.
open, to share his story and come out of the
They
closet.
say, what's under the do-rag? Hair. What?
Here. Yes, y'all can go ahead and give him a round of applause. Okay, y'all. This is a supportive, safe space. We can be a little messy, but it's a safe
Oh,
space.
I know. I've watched the
Okay.
live a whole bunch. And
Yeah.
I've been in the comment section, so I get it.
Yes. Okay, what's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Capricorn. Okay. Now, they already made some assumptions in the comment section, but sexually,
Yeah.
are you team top, bottom, verse, side? How do you get down?
I mean, like, I'm still trying to figure it out, but technically, based off of the next question you're going to ask,
Hmm.
it's going to be like, because I fell in love. So I personally start out as the top,
Hmm.
but I've always wanted to experience the other part. Like, when I thought about guys, I never thought about like me penetrating a guy.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But it was the other way around. The dreams and everything, like, that's what I wanted. But
Hmm.
like, when I came into this lifestyle, it was like people automatically assumed that I was a top.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I acted accordingly.
Hmm.
So learning the terms and shit, I would say that I'm versed.
Okay. Okay. So you would say, like, fantasy wise, like you were thinking about being penetrated. However,
Yeah,
just like in your dating experience, most of the time you've been topping the guys.
for sure.
Okay.
And
So,
in my relationship that I was in,
mhm,
I gave it up.
mhm,
I
mhm.
I did.
Okay. Okay. And you said that relationship was 19 months. When did it end?
It ended in technically it ended August of this year.
Okay, so that's more recent. More recent. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And so in that relationship, were you both versatile, or like how was that? How was that working?
No, it wasn't versatile. Um, there were times to where like I knew he wanted it, but it was like I felt like if he wanted it, then he would feel some type of way. Like I
What?
can't speak for
What?
him.
What?
I can only
What?
speak for myself. He wanted the D.
Okay.
He did,
So,
you know what I'm saying? But for him being the first person to actually do that to me,
mhm, mhm.
like I don't know, like in his psyche, how he could have handled like if he would have let me.
Okay. So in that relationship, you were primarily the bottom in that relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. For 19 months, but prior to that, you were a little bit more versatile.
No, prior to that, I was straight top.
Oh, you were straight top. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think he wouldn't want you to top him? What was that about?
Honestly, I can't speak for him,
Mhm,
but I feel like he might have had like a bad experience and
mhm,
like not to toot my own horn, like I'm
mhm.
not a small dude.
Okay. So he
You
couldn't
know,
take it. Yeah. So if,
yeah.
especially if he hasn't been experienced at it. Okay. So,
Yeah.
but you're saying more verse. And what type of work do you do, Jermaine?
I'm a manager at an office supply store.
And you're a management at office supply store. Okay.
Yeah.
And tell us your Instagram handle and spell it for us, Jermaine.
I'm pretty sure it's Jermaine TP.
Okay. So that's JERMAINETP. And it looks like
Yeah,
your page,
it's JERMAINETP.
okay. And it looks like your page is private, which is okay. But after you hang up, you just want to open it up for at least 24 hours so people can follow you, send you messages, and say hello. Okay.
I can do that.
Okay, cool. All right, you all. This is Jermaine. Jermaine lives in Cleveland, Ohio. He is 41. He is 6'1", 215 pounds. He is a Capricorn team verse, and he works in management at an office store supply place. You got questions for Jermaine? Use the question function, or you can wave and come on and ask him a question. Jermaine, what type of guy are you looking for tonight?
Honestly, somebody that's not gonna think they can pull one over me just because I'm new to the scene.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Accountability. I'm big on accountability, and just open. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's some things that I want to try, but for me personally, if I rock with you and I fuck with you, like I'm not a sharer. Like I don't want to share.
What do you mean? You don't want to share him like sexually, emotionally, physically?
Yes.
Like what? Yeah, okay.
Yes. Even though it's some things that I want to try, like I wouldn't want to try with somebody that I'm that close to.
Okay. So you're into monogamy. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to get married? Do you want to have children?
I wanted to have children. I don't want to have children.
You don't want to
I
have
don't.
children. No children.
No.
Okay. Okay.
No.
What about marriage?
Marriage, um, I don't think it's completely off the plate, but it's more monogamous. I'm with you. We rocking with you. You can be around my family. I could be around your family.
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't know if I could see myself marrying somebody, but like that's not on my plate.
It's not on your
Like,
plate. Oh,
yeah, I just I'm not super comfortable with that yet, but I can see it.
okay. So tell me, how do you are you Muslim, Christian,
I'm Christian.
atheist? You're Christian. Okay.
Yeah,
How do you think God feels about you being gay?
I feel like you ain't making no mistake.
Okay. 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 So I'm interpreting that as he wants you to be gay and he's okay with it,
Yeah,
and it's not a sin or something that's wrong.
nope.
Okay. 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 So marriage. What are your views on marriage? Like, tell me why you're like, I don't know. What's that about?
I think it's the perception of it. I think it's I don't know. Like that's a good question, and I'm gonna be honest. That's a good question because I've done the things that make it seem like I'm already married
Hmm.
without having the actual title. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So, like, if a piece of paper was behind that, does that really make a difference? Not like that takes an ultimate commitment. Like, you really would have to not only be monogamous with me, but like know that like this is forever.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
And then I could see myself entertaining it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And
could.
yeah, and I will tell you, like, there's no right or wrong answer. Like, hey, should you get married or should you not? Because marriage is not the goal for everybody, and it should not be the goal for everybody. I know that you're new to like dating guys, but I think guys who are dating with intention are going to want to hear your reason why you want to get married or why you don't want to get married. So
And
you
that's
may
the difference.
yeah, yeah.
That's a
So
big
and you
difference.
may want to just at some point try to unpack that so they can be like, okay, that makes sense. Like that's why we're not doing this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So marriage, we don't know. Children, no. Does the guy that you date have to live in Cleveland, Ohio?
Yes.
Okay, so in Cleveland.
Well,
Okay,
date. The guy that I'm dating wouldn't have to live in Cleveland, but the person that I'm committed to would definitely have to live in Cleveland.
okay. So you're not leaving Cleveland. They got to move to Cleveland.
With my experience and my background, I could move anywhere I wanted to.
Okay.
So if the right person came along, I could see it. But like to just up and leave my whole entire family, like you got to be that nigga.
Okay. We say
I'm just
ninja. We say ninja on this show.
ninja,
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 ninja. Okay.
ninja.
Okay. Okay. So would you date someone who does not live in Cleveland? Like, would you try to get to know them, entertain them?
Yeah, I would say that I would, but like in this early space of being single, um, I am a super upfront person, and I don't think that I would be able to handle that unless I really got to know that person and know that they own their shit and they serious about it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Well,
Like, cause I
that's
couldn't.
yeah, that's the dating process. You got to get to know each other. Like
Yeah,
you got to get to know them. That means you got to visit, go back and forth. But it sounds like you would really, really prefer that they live in Cleveland.
yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, what about body type? What do you like?
Um, I ain't gonna cap and say like I don't have a particular type, but like I'm not I'm not shallow. Like if you a good genuine person, I'm not gonna lie, you
Hmm.
gotta look good. You do.
Hmm.
But like as far as like weight, as far as like being buff and shit or being like a little bit on the plump side, like that's second to me.
Okay, okay. So you're
You
pretty
know,
open to
it's how
body
you carry
type.
yourself. It's how you carry yourself and how confident you feel about yourself that attracts me.
Okay, okay, okay. So confidence is more of the thing. What about
Yeah.
race? What do you prefer?
My mama said I probably shouldn't date a white boy, but like I prefer black guys.
You prefer black. Okay, you prefer black. And we said you into monogamy. Okay. Y'all got questions for Jermaine? Use the question function. Or if you want to come up and ask him a question, wave in the comment section. I'll bring you on. What about age range? What's the youngest? What's the oldest? Thank you for reminding me, Hassan.
The youngest for sure would be 30.
30? Okay, to
Yeah.
what?
30 to I'm gonna say like probably like 45, maybe 50.
Okay, because you're 41, so 31 to maybe
Yeah.
50. Okay. Okay, let's see what these questions they get. There were a few earlier, if I can remember some of those questions. Oh, one was a spicy question. They wanted to know how big it was. If you want to answer that, you can. If you don't have to.
Eight and a half.
Frank, you ain't have to whisper. They heard you. They heard you. They heard you. They heard you. Okay. What other questions they have? Oh, somebody said their family lives in Cleveland, Ohio. What part of town are you in?
It sounds like my ex like a stalker. But I'm the West.
You're on the west side. Okay.
Yeah.
Um. mm,
I had a
do
couple
you
questions too.
wait? Say that
But go
again.
ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. I had a couple questions too.
You have
Because I was scared to put myself on here like this. So I did have a couple questions, but like I don't want to interrupt.
wait questions for me or for somebody else?
Just the chat, just in general.
Well, wait. Let's get to these questions first.
Okay,
Let's
right,
get
right,
to
right,
these
right. My,
questions.
okay,
I don't
okay, okay,
understand. I don't understand.
okay.
They said, "Do you like to kiss intimately?"
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. What else? Good question. What is your concept of true love?
My concept of true love would be knowing that at my big old age,
Hmm.
I'm gonna experience somebody that's done been through some things.
Hmm.
But also not holding it against me as if I'm some fucking 20-year-old that's new to the scene. It's like I'm wild. I want to have a good time. Like I want to go out, experience the gay culture, experience the gay life. But when I say that, a lot of people come off as like, "Oh, you ain't ready to settle down." No, that's not. I want to experience shit that I've never experienced. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to go to a gay club. I want to shoot pool. I want to have fun. Don't necessarily mean that I'm going to go look for nobody because if I'm with you, I'm with you. But at the same time, there are some insecurities on my part, knowing like I'm in the spots where you probably been at your whole entire life. I don't know nobody in here. So the average Joe walking up to you, giving you a hug, like, is that somebody you done dealt with? And if you did, that's cool. But just don't let me be in somebody's face that you dealt with and you dealing with and you don't tell me about it. You know?
Right. You want them to be transparent, like, hey,
Yes.
FYI, that somebody is to date and not be constantly around
Yes.
them and not know.
Yes.
Right, right. Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay. Let's see. What other questions? Oh, they can we see your nails? They want to see your nails.
But
Oh, they're pretty long. They're pretty long. What's that about? What do you do with your nails?
they've always grown like that since I was a kid.
Okay. Do you typically cut those or you let them grow out like that?
I let them break. I don't cut them like you see, like these ones right here. Like this is small. This is small. This is small. I mean, not no
Jermaine,
offense.
Jermaine,
No.
cut those. Cut those. Go let the lady
Why
go
do people
ahead.
say that?
Listen, I'm telling you, you trying to go on some dates, cut those all the way down, get a
I don't care
manicure.
about cutting my nails.
Okay.
That's nothing. Like
Keep
they
them
grow, they break off. I don't care about that.
listen, cut those and keep them clean.
I definitely keep them clean.
Cut
Like
them.
I
Cut.
don't. There's nothing wrong. I don't mind cutting them. I don't care about cutting them. That's
Okay.
not a part of me.
The guy who's going to want to date you, unless you got polish on those and clean up, no, cut those off, friend. Okay.
Yeah,
You,
it's just they. I just don't pay attention to them.
I know. I want you to pay attention to them. Cut those shit every 2 weeks. Okay. I got to do the same thing with my toes. If I don't cut my toenails, they gonna keep growing. But you know what I do? I pull my leg up, I get my fingernail clippers, and I cut my toenails because I
Oh,
don't
I
want
cut
to.
my toenails now. They might be cutting through my socks.
Oh, okay, I've been there. Cut your nails too, friend. Okay, okay. You gonna come back and show us those cut nails. Let's see what else. Oh, good question. Do you feel like you are completely over your ex of 19 months?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. 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 Well, why do you say that?
Because I am.
Because it is. I'm done with it. The
Yeah.
door is closed.
Would never want to see him go through a hard time. Would never want to see him going through a struggle or anything. But absolutely.
Okay. 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 Let me see. One more question. Oh, they want to say. So this is the question they put there. Why does your mom say you should not date any white men?
No, she didn't say I shouldn't. She said I should.
Oh, she said you should date white men.
Yeah.
Why should you date white men?
Jermaine, you too nice. You too sweet. Somebody gonna pick up off of that, and they gonna just play around with you, and they gonna know. Like that was her thing. Like you just need to date. You need to. But the only thing I don't agree with that is that like there are black guys like me who think like me who are empathetic. That's not about to be out there like, you got a good job, you stable, I can make it come up.
Mhm.
I think she's articulating that to the point of like you need somebody that's established that's not about to have a handout and have something to gain from you. But that's the only reason why I don't agree with her. I get what she's saying as a mother, but like mom, I'm a black gay man and I don't look for nobody to take care of me. I
Right.
bring
Right.
my own thing to the table. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. So
Like
maybe,
so.
yeah. So maybe her experience is that some of the black gay men have been users and might take advantage of you. A white man can do the same thing.
Absolutely.
Same thing. So, I would say get to know people for who they are and you make that decision.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I get where she's coming from. I get her intent,
Mhm. Mhm.
but I
Yeah.
also like mine, that's not the case.
Yeah. There are a lot of black gay men in this comment section who are well established, who are not going to take advantage of you. There are some amazing white men who are in the comment section also who are not going to take advantage of you, you know. But there are some scammers watching too tonight.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know.
There
I
are
definitely know.
some scammers in there. There
I
ain't
definitely know.
no. Okay, somebody asked a question in the comment section. Since you're newly like being out publicly in the last 3 years, what is something you would want to try in the gay scene? And that gay scene can mean anything to you. What is something you feel like you want to try that you haven't?
I'm gonna answer that in two questions.
Mhm.
I mean in two answers. One thing that I never thought that I would want to try until like one of my real close friends got me to watch this show called Posse.
Mhm.
Or no, Pose.
Pose,
And I
pose. Yeah,
watched the whole entire thing.
yeah.
So I went to like a ball,
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
and
mhm.
it was a mixture of people and stuff.
Mhm,
And I'm like, that was cool. Like I didn't think that I would want to entertain that, you know what I'm
mhm.
saying? But like it was cool.
Yeah.
Now are they talking about like sexually? Like probably so.
Whatever the gay scene means to you, the gay scene is not just sex. I'm gonna say
Right.
that, but like the gay
But
scene.
I'm asking, is that what they're asking
I
though?
don't
Like
know. That's what it said. But if you want to answer that, you can. If
I'm
you
not
think
answering that.
if you think of something sexual, you want to try that you have not.
No, I'm not gonna put that out there.
Okay. He said, not yet, y'all. Not yet, y'all. Not yet. Okay, okay. Let me see if there's any more questions. Do you have a favorite country singer? Maybe they think you like country.
My favorite country singer is Leanne Rhymes.
Okay, 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 okay. Nice, nice. All right, we gotta see what you look like head to toe. So you gotta stand up, back up, and so we can see you from head to toe. Like prop the camera up so we can see
Okay.
you. Just back up a little bit more. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. There
Yeah,
you go. Give us a
let me
spin.
push this back.
Okay, give us a spin. Sweatpants. Go ahead, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, you all. This is Jermaine. Jermaine lives in Cleveland, Ohio. He is 41, 6'1", 215 pounds. He is a Capricorn, team versatile. He is a manager at an office supply store. Marriage, still not too sure on that. Children, no children, does not want children. He will date between 30 and 50. He really prefers that you live in Cleveland, Ohio. However, he might date long distance, but somebody's moving soon, and y'all gotta make a good connection. He is open to body type. It's more about the energy, the vibe. He prefers black guys, but might be open to dating white guys. And he's into monogamy. And he just really came out the closet 3 years. So congratulations to him. Um,
And if we talk and we decide to like date or whatever, like I'm not the type of nigga that you need to fly me out. I'll fly myself out.
he said he can fly himself out. All right, perfect. Tell us your Instagram handle one more time and spell it for us, Jermaine.
Jermaine TP JermaineTP.
All right, Jermaine, thanks for coming on today. Awesome interview. Thanks for being vulnerable, being open, and sharing your story with us.
For sure.
Okay,
I'm gonna unlock my page and make it public for like 24 hours.
okay, yes.
Um but do I really need to though? Like couldn't somebody like DM me or something? No, okay, yeah.
It is the weirdest thing. I'm gonna tell you this. It is the weirdest thing talking to a private account. Like people actually want to see pictures of you on your account before they actually send a message to you. So my
I'm
advice
about to
would
make it
be,
public.
yeah, make it public and
I'll
make
make
sure
it
there
public.
are some current pictures of yourself on there.
Oh, I never used to be social on media like that. Like in this last year, yeah,
Mhm.
it's all there.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. That's not a problem.
All right. Perfect. Thanks, Jermaine.
No problem.
All right. Okay. Bye.
All right.
Okay, listen, I am always super happy whenever you all come on because I never know what someone's going to talk about, and I get to hear you all stories, um, your life, like what you all go through, and I like that people can be open about that, so we can all learn and also give some input where needed for people who need some support. So y'all did good in there. Y'all did good. Y'all gonna be in Jermaine's DMs. I know that. Y'all gonna be sliding in there. But he do need to cut those nails. Once he cuts those nails, that's all that straight stuff that he was doing. Gay men want you to cut those nails. They mm-mm. What y'all think? Is he dateable? Put a 10. If not, put a 1. What y'all think? I want all 225 of you all to vote. Is he dateable? Put a 10. If not, put a 1. Now, mind you, he is new, just dating guys in the last 3 years. I see some 6s, 8s, 5s, 3s, 9s, 8s. Listen, 3 years. 3 years. He's still learning. He's still learning. It's good. He's still learning. How long it take y'all to be, get your wings and fill out if you're ready to date? Huh? How long it take y'all? Just give him some grace, give him some support. Yes. Okay. All right. So next is it T Roy or Troy? I'll go to Troy. Troy, I will go to you. I don't know if this is a real page or a ghost page, but Troy, we will go to you. Yeah, some of the gays need a gay daddy or mentor or something. Is this hello? Hello? Are you there? Can we see you? Can we hear you? No. I don't understand why the ghost pages pop up every now and then. I don't know why. I don't know why. Let me do this. There we go. All right, perfect. Cool. I will go to Dr. Bayou. Dr. Bayou. Let's see. Just make sure your page is not a fake account, people. Please. Just please. Okay? Hello.
Hello.
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Nervous.
No worries. Take a breath. Now, question. Are you connected to your Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Are you on Do Not Disturb? I can't hear you.
I'm gonna do not disturb now.
Okay, perfect. We'll give it one quick second because I think your computer is trying to connect your Wi-Fi because it's a little pixelated, but we'll give it a second to make it work. Okay, it's cool. Okay. What kind of phone you got, friend?
An iPhone.
You got an iPhone? Okay. Wipe the screen off a little bit without hanging up. Just wipe it off a little bit. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Tell us, what's your name?
My name is Marcus.
Okay. Marcus, have you watched the show before?
This is my first time watching it and running it too.
Oh,
But I've
perfect.
been following the page. Like I look at your content, and so I just join it.
Okay. Now, Marcus, are you on airplane mode?
No.
That's the issue. Here's what we gotta do. Swipe down and go to airplane mode. That'll fix it. Okay. That's what the iPhones do. You gotta swipe down, go to airplane mode. Your iPhone user is supposed
Okay.
to tell him. Let's see. It should fix. It should fix it. I want to make sure.
Okay.
I want to make sure your interview is good so they can see you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So it should clear up a little bit. Okay, Marcus. So you said you've never watched the show before. You just saw some small clips.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a dating show, and the way it works is, see, there you go. It just took a moment. Much better. Much better. It was a prayer and a hope, and we got
Woo.
there. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to ask you some questions about who you are, what you're looking for, and then I'm going to encourage people to invite you out on dates.
Okay.
Sounds good?
It sounds good.
All right. Now, are you single?
I'm single.
Do you have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a roommate you still sleeping with, a husband, a wife?
None of those things.
None of those. Okay. Nobody watching saying you my man.
No.
Okay, good. All right. Marcus, where do you live?
I live in Dallas.
Dallas? Okay. Are you from there, or how long you been in Dallas?
I'm not from Dallas. I'm originally from Louisiana. I've been in Dallas for about 13 years.
Okay, nice, nice. How old are you?
I'm 34. My birthday is next week on the 7th, and I'll be 35.
Okay, okay. Happy early birthday to you.
Thank you.
What are the birthday plans? What you got planned over there, Marcus?
To be honest, I have no birthday plans. I mean, I probably go out to be alive. So I think that's the biggest gift in and of itself. So I'm just happy to be present.
Wh-
So
Yeah, that's nice, but we're gonna get you a date for your birthday, Marcus. Okay,
okay, good too.
we're gonna get somebody. Y'all can go to dinner, bowling, axe throwing, something on your birthday.
Okay.
We're gonna manifest that. We're gonna make sure that happens. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
birthday date.
But we're gonna get a birthday date from me.
Yes, yes. Okay, so you be 35 next week. That makes you what zodiac sign?
I am a Scorpio.
Okay, I don't know, Fred. Maybe they don't like Scorpio sometimes, though.
Yeah, that's true.
They say y'all trouble.
That's what they say.
Any? Are you on Do Not Disturb? That I heard a vibrate.
Oh, I got a notification from here. Like someone sent me,
I they
like
could be
when someone sent.
they in that DM already. Okay, I'm gonna count how many DMs you get as we talk. Okay, let's see, let's see. All right, so you're a Scorpio. How tall are you? And about how much do you weigh?
I'm 6'2", 251 pounds.
Okay, 250, 6'2". So you're tall and solid over there.
Yes,
You say yes. Okay, okay. Now, sexually, the gays, it's a very important question, Marcus. So don't fuck up the answer, all right? Don't fuck it up, all right? Now, are you team top, bottom, verse, side? How do you get down?
I'm an equal opportunity employer.
So you giving team verse? Is that what it is?
I'm an equal opportunity employer.
Okay, well then let me rephrase this question. In the last 12 months, okay, um, what percentage did you hire from the top, and what percentage did you hire from the bottom in the last 12 months?
In the last 12 months, I've been an equal opportunity employer.
There you go. There you go. It's given DEI. Hey.
Yeah, you
Okay, 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 okay. It's team verse over
got,
here. Okay. Very
you know,
demure. Very demure
very,
over there.
very mindful.
You said what?
Very mindful.
What type of work do you do?
The work that I do, I work in education.
Oh, you don't make me work today. All right, is that what's gonna happen? Is that what's happening here, Marcus?
I, I don't want you to work. I do apologize. I'm sorry about it. This is my first time like joining anyone's live, so it's be grace. Be patient with me.
So I
I'm
get
sorry.
I need to ask some follow-up questions. Okay, so you work in education. Is it higher education? Is it a subject? Is it a grade level?
I love that. See, you gotta pull it out of me, okay?
Apparently, apparently.
Yeah, but that's sometimes it takes that. So I work in K through 12. I'll keep it there. I work in K through 12 education.
Okay, so
Um,
sounds like you're not in the classroom.
I'm not.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, so works in education. Now, tell us your Instagram handle and spell it for us, please.
Okay, my Instagram handle is gonna be Doctor underscore Bayou, BAYOU underscore.
All right, all right, all right. You all, this is so. If you doctor, you got a PhD over there, a master's of education. What you got over there, huh?
Right. Well, I have an EDD. I have an EDD,
Okay, okay,
and I'm not a physician, but
okay.
it's an education.
Okay, there we got doctor over there. All right, y'all. This is Marcus. Marcus lives in Dallas, Texas. His birthday is next week. He will be 35. So we trying to find him a birthday date. So you want to come on and ask him a question? You wave in the comment section. Shoot your shot. He is 6'2", 250 pounds. He is a Scorpio. Equal opportunity when it comes to the most important question y'all want to know, equal opportunity. And he works in education. Now, if y'all got questions for him, use the question function, or you can wave and come on live, ask him a question, or shoot your shot. All right. Now, Marcus, what type of guy are you looking for?
Um, I'm looking for a guy that I would say has gumption, humble man, someone who has a strong spirit about themselves, that's confident, knows who they are and what they want.
Okay.
Very simple.
Okay. Okay. What's the longest relationship you've been in, Marcus?
I had a 2-year relationship.
Okay. And how long you been dating guys?
I've always been gay.
All your life. Okay. Okay. Now,
All my life.
I know you work in education, and how do your, colleagues, parents, how they feel about that?
Oh, that's a great question. Try not to let those thoughts of what people may think about me ruminate in my head.
Mhm, mhm,
Um, One of the things that was, as I was growing up, that was like really important that my grandmother instilled in me was that um, to be yourself,
mhm,
and that nothing son and that God sees all and knows all. But I want you to always be a man.
mhm,
And I had to identify what it meant to be a man in my own mind, in the way that I decided to, bring myself about into this world. And so I don't really focus on that.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
One of the things that I think is really important as a Black gay professional is that I want the world to see, and I want them to understand that, hey, we're here,
mhm,
we're
mhm,
proud, and no matter how we choose to show up in the world, whether it's through like makeup or or clean cut conservative look, our lives are valuable.
mhm, mhm.
So for me, it's all about the way that you present yourself.
Okay.
So I think that I would say that they probably respect me. They may not agree with it, but I know that they respect me.
Yeah. Yeah. So they know and they respect you enough that like they're not saying anything negative to you.
Right,
Yeah.
because I know that I have a slight lisp,
Mhm,
and I have a curl to my words and
mhm, mhm,
heavy
mhm,
Southern drawl. I'm aware of those things, and then
mhm.
you could probably smell it on me.
Not smell the gay
But
on
hey,
you, Mark.
I,
Not smell the
you
gay
can
on
smell
you.
it. You can
Okay. Okay.
smell it.
Okay. Now, when you said like what to be a man, like what is your definition of being a man?
You know what? Ooh, in my mind, I think that a man is someone that honors his commitments and keeps his word.
Mhm,
Um, I think that by part and by whole, it is about the physicality and the presence and the physical presence of what a man looks like. But ultimately, it's just the way that you show up. You
mhm.
honor your commitment, protect the ones that you love. You know, that's what men do.
Okay. Okay. So it's more about like being committed, showing up, being present is your
Hmm.
definition of a man.
And yes,
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure we had clarity there because people want to know your perspective. Okay.
yes,
Um,
it's important.
okay. Now tell us what are some of your good qualities? What makes you a good catch?
I think what makes me a good catch is I am I'm a genuine person. Like what you see is what you get.
Mhm, mhm,
I'm sure that, like right now through this conversation, there's somebody that's looking at this live and they can feel my energy right through their phone or through their device. They can feel that I'm the real deal. Okay. And then the next thing I would probably say about myself is that whatever I say I'm gonna do, I do.
mhm,
Like
mhm.
like my follow through,
Okay.
my intention. And then I'm a sweetheart.
Okay. Okay. I can tell that. I can feel all the energy, and a lot of people are feeling it as well. So, hopefully, I definitely want somebody to come up and ask you a question. So, if somebody wants to ask
Okay.
Marcus a question, wave in the comment section. You can ask him a dating question or something you want to know about him. Definitely, I want somebody to wave and come on. Let's see now. Do you want to get married? Do you want children? Where do you land with those?
I definitely want to get married. That's a goal of mine. It's like a personal goal for me to be able to love a black man. I want to make that very clear.
Mhm, mhm,
To love a black man, show a healthy monogamous relationship between two black men, something that we don't get to see very often.
mhm.
And, and as far as like kids, I work with kids. I love kids, but I'm not sure at this point in my life if I want kids.
Mhm.
Uh, it's I have a conflict with that right now, so I'm not sure
Okay,
anymore.
so still kind of unsure. Okay, okay.
I'm a little bit
Would you date
unsure.
a guy that already has like a teenager or adult child?
Of course.
Okay, okay, so you're open to that. Okay. What's a good
Hmm.
age range for you, Marcus? Like, what's the youngest you go? What's the oldest?
The youngest that I would go would probably be 33.
Mm,
The oldest that I would go would probably be 45.
about 45. Okay. Now, the guy you date, does he have to live in Dallas? Are you open to
No,
other cities?
he doesn't have to live in Dallas. I'm at a point where I understand. I have a different level of understanding about life. If it's meant to be, it's going to be.
Hmm.
It's going
Hmm.
to work the way that it needs to. So, they have transportation.
Okay. Listen, you're like, long as they, yes, yes, it can get back and forth. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, what about like body type? What do you like?
Um, Honestly, I know this may sound so silly. I do not fixate on that. Um, I was a big boy at one point in time, so I love big boys. I love
Hmm.
skinny men.
Hmm.
I love thick men. I love black men. Period. In any shape form that they
Okay.
come in. I
Okay.
love black
So pretty open. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Marcus.
the black.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you. So if you don't, you are going to date from somebody here. There'll probably be a couple people in your DMs, probably a lot asking you on the date. But if you don't, I have a client in Dallas. I want to send you on a date. So I'm gonna DM you later, and I'm gonna see if you might be a good fit for one of my clients in Dallas. So
Okay.
um, we gonna get that birthday date one way or another. Okay, we're gonna make it happen. So listen, y'all got questions for Marcus? Use the question function or wave in the comment section if you want to come on and ask him a question. Okay, let's see what questions they might have for you. Let's see. Let's see. Somebody said they need to fly out to Dallas. What's your definition of love?
I'm a spiritual person. I'm a Christian, and love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not boastful. Just understanding that love is sacrificial,
Mhm, mhm,
uh, and that it's a deep commitment to whoever you are in partnership with.
mhm.
That's what love is, in
Okay,
my mind.
okay, okay. They said, do you know how to cook? If you do, what's your favorite meal?
Um, yes, I can cook.
Mhm.
And my favorite meal will be. Dang, that's a good question. I don't know my favorite meal right now. I know it's anything with chicken.
Okay, okay. So don't worry about another question. So if you went on a date for your birthday coming up next week, what is an ideal birthday date for you?
An ideal birthday date for me
Mhm,
would be just something intimate. It
mhm,
doesn't have it really doesn't matter what it is. It
mhm,
could I'm so like it just needs to be intimate to where it's me and whoever it is,
mhm,
and we can actually talk, get to know each other, and maybe have fun. Like be creative.
mhm,
I'm kind of I'm kind of like childlike. I like to have fun, so I'm open to anything, just as
Mhm.
long as we get to spend like quality time together and have some fun, get to know each other.
Okay, okay. Let's see what other questions they got. Hold on, let's see. They said South or North Louisiana.
I'm from North Louisiana. I'm not from South Louisiana. I am from this town called Monroe, Louisiana. I'm a proud product of Monroe, Louisiana, and all of Louisiana is special, not just New Orleans.
Okay, okay. What color is your gumbo? They want to know.
I mean, it's not gonna be like brown. It's gonna have like a reddish, kind of tint to it,
Hmm.
and it's good. It's gonna have everything in it.
Mm. Okay, okay. I hear some bias against the red and the
I
brown gumbo.
know. I'm not looking at the I'm not looking at the comments, and I'm not looking at it on purpose because I want to just be my,
Oh no,
you know.
they feeling you. They feeling you.
Oh,
I think
okay.
we got somebody coming to ask you a question. Let's see. Jerome. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Um, Jerome. Hello. Hello.
Hey, hey, what's up? Hello, how are you? I'm Jerome.
Hey, Jerome.
So I just got a quick question. I'm here on behalf of the people.
Not the people.
Ooh.
So, one, what is the most romantic thing you've ever done for someone? And two, what are your love languages?
Okay, so I would say like the most romantic thing that I've done for someone was that I'm really intentional about, like, I like to pay attention to people. I like, if I really care about you, I love you. I like observe the things that you do, like your favorite drink, your favorite food. Um, I on my one of my boyfriend's birthdays, what I did was I took all of these pictures that we had taken together, and I created like this little collage and put in a photo album. And then at that time, he was in school. He was in law school, so he was kind of like, having a hard time. And it was his birthday, and I was just kind of like trying to affirm him. So I got him a cake, and it was really cute. He had, what is it called, like a gavel? I hope I'm saying the right
Hmm,
word.
hmm,
Mhm.
hmm.
A gavel. Okay, it had a gavel on it, and just kind of like everything that dealt with law, and I just kind of like wrote a personal note to him about how he made me feel and things like that. And we went out to dinner, and I invited some of his friends that wanted to come. It was a good time, but that's like the most romantic thing that I probably will say that I have done. And my love languages, I think that if you're an adult, you need all of them. You know,
Mhm.
but if I had to give my top one, it would be words of affirmation. You don't have to give me anything. Like, if you could just kind of affirm me through words, um, that's everything.
Got it. Okay, that's all I wanted to know on behalf of the people. Okay, gotta go.
Jerome, thanks
Nice.
for coming on behalf of the people. Ask the
Thank you, Jerome.
questions. Yes, yes.
No problem.
And Jerome lives in Atlanta,
All
FYI.
right, gotta go.
Look at Jerry. He's like, let me get off here. All right, I think there's some more questions. Let's see. Was that a question? Oh, someone said, would you date a blue collar worker?
Of course.
Okay, okay. The open, yeah. You're like, of course, they got good benefits. Okay.
As long as they check clear,
Yes,
that's all
yes.
that matters. They
What
don't. That,
else? What else? Oh, okay. This is a situational question. They said, if you had a magical wand and you could change one thing about yourself, what would that be?
nothing.
Nothing, nothing at all.
And I'm gonna tell you why. The thing about it is that your everything about you, whether it be dark or be light, it makes you who you are as a person. Those peculiarities, the things that you probably pick apart, those are the things that make you unique and make you more. As a people like to say, it gives you character.
Hmm, hmm.
And so I keep the things that I pick apart. I want to keep them because God gave them to me.
I would have answered that question differently. I got allergies. I wish these things would go away. Like,
Oh, you talking about? Well, you know what? If you're gonna say it like that, then I would probably say allergies too.
Yeah, because as half the time I can't breathe. I'd be like, hey, there's
Yeah.
a whole midget right here. Like, can we get rid of that and then I can
Yeah.
breathe? Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Okay.
That too then. Yeah.
All
I can.
right, let me get one more question for you. One more question. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Um, what brings you joy?
Damn. That's a wonderful question. What brings me joy is just kind of like being able to see other people smile that I care about, seeing them smile and just spending quality time with them. Another thing that kind of brings me joy is like doing things that make me happy. Like I enjoy like doing outdoor activities. I love going to the gym. Um, I love music. So those things bring me joy.
Okay.
Like creating things, intimate things that brings me.
All right. There was one spicy question they had for you. I'm surprised they didn't have more, but there's one spicy question. They said lights on or lights off.
What's the is it? It's a song from her. It says "Keep the lights off" or is it on? Keep the lights off.
You want it, so you like it in the dark.
Not exactly dark. I want it to be romantic. I want to have music in the background. I want candle lit room. You know, naturally dim, real sexy. You know,
Mm-hmm.
grown,
Mm-hmm. We're romantic, like. Okay, okay,
real
okay.
romantic.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes. Okay. All
Very
right,
demure. Very demure.
now- I can't. I can't. I can't. Okay, so listen, don't mess up your phone by hanging up, but you got to back the phone up and we got to see what you look like head to toe. So you got to turn the
Okay.
angle, prop it so we can see what you look like head to toe.
Okay. Let me see. Okay.
I think that's good. Yep. Okay. Give us a spin. Give us a spin. Okay, you all. This is Marcus. Marcus lives in Dallas, Texas. His birthday is next week. He'll be 35. One of y'all need to take him out on a date for his birthday. He is 6'2", 250 pounds. He is a Scorpio, team verse, equal opportunity. He worked in education. He is open to getting married, children, maybe on the fence. He works with kids all the time, so maybe not. He will date between 33 and 45. He is open to dating in other cities as long as y'all going back and forth and being intentional with seeing each other. He is open to body type. He prefers black men and he is into monogamy. Tell us your Instagram handle and spell it for us, please.
My Instagram handle is Dr. Bayou, and it's Dr. Dr. Bayou Bayou
All right, all right. Listen, great interview. Happy early birthday. Go on
underscore.
some dates, friend. Like, as long as they not, trying to catfish you and act all weird and strange, go on some dates. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we'll talk. Good night.
Good night.
All right. Okay, bye. Okay, okay. Now listen. Tonight has been a good night. Tonight has been a good night. Okay. What y'all think? If he's dateable, put a 10. If not, put a 1. I'm gonna see how y'all answer this question when y'all rank him. This will let me know more about y'all than more about him. Is he ranking from 10 to 1? I want all y'all. What y'all think? I'm gonna wait. This cup is almost empty. What y'all think? What y'all ranking? Hmm? Hmm? Hello, people. I see tens. I see tens. I see a couple nines. Hmm? Hmm? What y'all think? A 9.95. 10, 9. I see great guy. Okay, okay. So y'all are vote. Okay, okay. I was waiting for that petty person to be like, oh, he a 2, he a 3. Because you know, there's always one. They'd be like, oh, he versatile, he a bottom. Okay, that has nothing to do about whether he's dateable or not, right? Okay. I just want to know, you know, this is I know this is a dating show, so we talk about if people have what it takes to actually go on dates or get into relationships. Like, do you feel like they are dateable? Okay, he's averaging about like a 9.5 based on y'all. Okay. Listen, we have been on here for 2 hours. We've been on here for 2 hours. We started out good and we ended good. We had some good guys. Let me see. Yeah, we had some good guys tonight. We had some good guys tonight. Okay. All right. I know there are more people in the queue, but listen, we do this every Wednesday from 9 p.m. until 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Atlanta, so we do 2 hours from 9 to 11. So if you didn't get a chance to go on today, because I see some people in the queue, come back next Wednesday. We here every Wednesday for 2 hours, 2 hours. So get your camera right, get your lighting right, get your outfit right, get your energy right. And then just be ready between 9 and 11 to do the show, okay? Yeah, listen, I guess be here for 2 hours, not all night. Like, I'm not gonna be here till midnight. I got a man right here. I got and he should be here in a moment. So listen, 9 to 11 will be on here. So if you're in the queue, if you come after 11, which is after 11, just come back next week from 9. Get on around 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. We're here 9 to 11 every Wednesday, okay? All right. Good night, and I will see y'all next week. Good night.